The PBA Scorpion Championship was rough to watch. The first game was Ryan Barnes versus Rasmus Edvall. I think that's his name. Ryan Barnes was terrible in this game. I no disrespect to him. He's still young and getting into the league. This is his second season, I think. But he bowled a 133, and then Rasmus, I don't know if I'm even saying his name right, but he had a 196, which is still bad. Anything under 200 is bad for bowling. So he ended up winning 196, 133 to advance, and he would take on Tobias Borden, who had a 198 and had a bad showing as well. Then Rasmus, he had a 204, which isn't that great. It's slightly above 200, so it was fine. But once again, it wasn't that entertaining to watch. Then you had Rasmus going up against EJ Tackett, who is the best bowler in the PBA right now. And this was actually close. Like, it was down to the wire. In the 10th frame, EJ Tackett was at 239. Then he bowled a six pin. And, and that ended up putting him at a 205, and he ended up losing. Well, he was on the verge of losing. Then he did lose because Rasmus, he was at a 237. He got a 9 pin, which put him at a 217. So he just needed that 1 pin to win. And he was able to get it. He won 217 to 205. This was actually the only competitive game of the four matches that were played in the PBA Scorpion Championship. Then you had Rakik Ismail versus Rasmus Edvall, and Rafiq, he was pretty terrible. He had a 172. Nobody was as bad as Ryan Barnes was today, but Rafiq, he had a 172, which isn't good at all. And Rasmus, he had a 224. He ended up bowling his best game in the championship game to win the PBS Scorpion Championship. Like I said, out of these four matches, only one was actually entertaining to watch. And EJ Tackett, it's a rare off game for him. Like, EJ Tackett usually plays a lot better than this, but he ended up choking in that 10th frame and wasn't able to advance. So Rasmus, even though his scores were all below the 230s, he ended up winning with a 196, then a 204, a 217, and a 224. So it got better each time. He was able to outplay his opponent each time. So shout out to him. He dealt with the adversity. He continued to improve. Some people might say he got lucky, but he was able to handle the pressure. Like, there's multiple people that could have easily choked that moment, even with the lower scores, and he wasn't. He stayed paced, and he ended up winning. So shout out to him. He had a good showing as it got better each match. So, and that's really impressive. And there's gonna be more PBA content because it's a full week of PBA, if I'm not mistaken.